Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for watching and welcome. And if you're returning, thank you for coming back. So this video is going to be an update about my life, everything that I've got going on, and my life since finding housing. So you guys know that I am here in Murcia, Spain, and I'm doing the Auxiliar de Conversación program. I'm teaching English in a school outside of Murcia. It's in a small little pueblo. I work 15 hours a week there, and I also do private lessons of English. And I just got an apartment. I signed for it on October 1st, and I moved in October 4th. Honestly, guys, I feel like I still haven't gotten used to like life in Spain. Like, I'm still getting adjusted. And it was like literally the longest 2 weeks of my life trying to find an apartment. Y'all already know about the struggles that I went through. If not, I'll link that video down below where I talk about how I got ditched, how twice, how the rental agency I was working with, they didn't want to give me an apartment. Barfin, don't be rude. Barfin is here. Do you want to say hi?
Hi.
They can't see you. So this is a returning person. This is Barfin. She's from she did my makeup. She's from Turkey. Say hello to the people from Turkey that are watching.
Herkese merhaba. Türkiye'den izleyen varsa herkese selamlar. Nasılsınız? İyi misiniz? Ben çok iyiyim. Teşekkür ederim.
Yeah, Barfin is doing Erasmus, yes, and she wants to be an astronaut. So she's studying abroad here. I'm living here teaching English, and we met at a hostel. The Cathedral Hostel, because it's by the cathedral.
Oh, sorry.
And do you want something to eat? There's food in the fridge if you want like an orange or something.
No, thank you. I just ate with my lemon.
Barfin gets all her meals made for her. She lives the best life ever. Anyways, so y'all know that I had to struggle to get this apartment or whatever. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my experience, like what a day in the life of me looks like. So I wake up every day at 6:30 and I get dressed. And then I have to leave my house either by 7:30, 7:45 because I carpool with teachers that work at my school. And I go to school from 8. School is from 8:30 to 2:30. Sometimes I get out at 1:30 depending on the schedule that they give. And I come back by 3:10 at the latest with the carpool. I have to walk home like 10 to 15 minutes. And then I go teach my private lessons. Now, my private lessons depend on the day, like they change every day. And I got my private lessons through a Facebook group that all us auxiliaries have. There's a big Facebook group with all the auxiliaries in Murcia. And people post like, oh, there's a mom looking for, y'all can see my little tatas. That's not good. There's a mom looking for an English teacher for her students, and you just like ask that person for the mom's number and then you coordinate with them. So I do that for like a few hours every day. And then honestly, I come home, I go strip naked and I get in bed and go to sleep. Like, that's just my life for the past. I started working October 1st. I never work on Fridays, thank God. But today's also like a national, it's like the national fiesta day of Spain or something. Like, it's a holiday today, so like nobody's working. But yeah, so that's pretty much what my life looks like. I have a very like 9 to 5 chill life, and it's so different because I went from school, like I was in university, and then I went to Europe for 2 months. So I was living out of a backpack, changing cities every 3 days, and now I just live like a regular, like normal corporate 9 to 5, even though I don't work for corporate America, 9 to 5 life, and it's so like normal. I don't know. But I feel like that this is not something that I'm going to do forever. So I have to make a decision by January what I'm going to do in terms of in terms of if I want to stay with the program. I don't think I'm going to stay in Murcia just because it's like a small town and I want it to be bigger and better, but I am really enjoying myself, so we'll see where the wind blows. But yeah, that's pretty much a day in the life of me. I'm gonna try to like vlog one of my days soon. It's just difficult, like carrying around a selfie stick like in the small little town. This is me on my way to school, and I obviously like I'm not gonna vlog while I'm like carpooling. I can't show the kids that I work with because like it's against the law. But I have like a very normal and chill life. Now with this program, we make 875 euros per month, which is not a lot, but it is a lot for Spain. But it's not like enough if you want to like travel and live the life I want to live. So I have to work those extra hours teaching after I come home from work, and it's so exhausting. Like, so exhausting. Shout out to single mothers, because they really be doing a damn thing, working all these jobs, take care of their kids, and I have to work to support myself. And it wasn't a good idea, let me put this down, to go from Europe, backpacking Europe, to moving to Spain, because it was like I was out of money. Like, my funds are low, but I had to like pay. Let me tell you all the things I had to pay for when I got here. This is not even before I got here. When I got here, I had to pay first month's rent, had to pay a deposit, which is equal to 1 month's rent. Had to pay for a hostel, had to pay for Airbnb, had to pay for groceries, had to pay for like all the stuff that I bought for my apartment, had to pay for to get my foreigner's card that says I'm a temporary resident. I had to pay for transportation before I had set up the carpool. Like, there's just so many costs that have come with like living here that nobody tells you about. Nobody helps you with. You have to figure literally everything out for yourself. And I like having my independence, and I like having like a hands-off kind of program, but it is definitely very difficult and not for everyone. So that's just something to keep in mind, like if you're considering doing this program, is that there will not be any help. You won't have no help. You gotta do everything yourself. So yeah, what else did I want to tell you guys about? But other than that, like, life here is pretty cheap. Like, my groceries are only 30-40 euros per week. That's the only thing I really have to pay for besides like my bills. I'm living low. Like, in Europe, I'm realizing like you don't need a lot to live off of. Like, we trick ourselves into thinking we need so much to survive when you really don't. You just really need the basics, and that's what's helping me like be able to like travel. So the new camera. So I have my GoPro, a smaller camera. I'm getting some cool footage of me on the beach. Right, Badfi?
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, but this by itself is waterproof. So this can withhold up to 33 feet. So that's 10 meters of water. So that's really good. And I got this because I want to do some like extreme stuff. Like, I want to go parachuting and jump out of planes and do cool stuff. And I can't do that with my phone because it'll drop. It's too big. I'm not taking my phone. But if I get like a cord for this, I can wrap this like around my neck or something and then go with that. So this small thing was expensive. And then I'm also gonna get like a real camera eventually. Maybe I'll get one when I go to Madrid. I don't know. When I get some money. So yes, y'all, this is my life here in Spain. It's very regular. One thing I will say about Murcia is very small, so like there's not a lot to do, but like they have a very strong like going out culture. So here people are always outside. Like people don't eat unless till 2 p.m. and then they have the siesta, and then restaurants don't open until like 8-9, and like that's when people have dinner here. I'm like in bed by 10 p.m. religiously every day, but I also haven't been able to have a social life, so maybe things will get better now that I have an apartment and I'm getting used to it. So we shall see. The program, by the way, their applications come out the end of December or beginning of January, and the earlier you apply, for this tractor pass my apartment, the earlier you apply, the easier, the more choice you have over your the region you get placed in. So like I was just placed in Murcia because I applied very late, but if you apply early, you can get like whatever, like if you want Barcelona or Madrid, which is like where everybody wants to go, you can get like one of those places, or Galicia or Andalusia. That's a lot of people love Andalusia. So let me know what questions you guys have. I just wanted to do this video to touch bases with you all. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Bye.